Hello? Chat? Can you hear me? Is this going on actually? Don't even know what's happening anymore. Kind of loosen it here, chat. As you can see, title of the stream, mental stream, where your favorite YouTuber's losing its mind. Actually, shout out to Manhyun from the RB Discord who did the crazy thumbnail for today. If you saw today's thumbnail, kind of represents the mindset that's been going on the market, on the crypto market since March. Basically, since I started streaming, chat. So you can take me as your top signal. Whenever I leave the space, will bounce, and if I continue to stream, then the market's gonna continue to be over. So there you have BTC down 5.1% on the day. Just losing this mid-range for now. You tested 58k once again, and yeah, it's just awful price action today. It seems like maybe the Nvidia earnings that will come out tomorrow got leaked on crypto, because it's just horrendous price action. Not catching any follow through out of this breakout here. You had this breakout of this range that lasted for 10 days plus, and you had this impulse to the upside, and now immediately came back down. So not great. And actually, I'm gonna go for a 3-day time frame here, which is our latest development that we were looking at was the green bar that was going to get confirmed in 21 more minutes. But I said yesterday, unless they nuke the stream, this will close as a green bar. And guess what they did? On the last few trading hours of this 3-day candle, actually turned into a strong negative momentum bar once again, being unable to confirm this triple bullish divergence and confirm this accumulation of a positive momentum. Although it's sometimes you can see here when you're getting out of the positive momentum or the negative momentum, you can see here that they'll, for example, here they'll do another strong negative momentum bar before flipping green. So this we'll see what happens here from here to Friday, where the next 3-day candle close will be. So if they do another light negative momentum, then maybe we'll flip green eventually. Otherwise, this could be very ugly, chat. This could be into another just strong negative momentum bar valley in the making. So yeah, just sucks to see this on the 3-day. You have a bearish engulfing, which will be confirmed in 20 minutes. You have somewhat of a tweezer top here. It's not like textbook, because usually tweezer tops go to a T. On this one, this current 3-day close is a little bit higher than the previous one, but not a great look on the 3-day. Yeah, just Bollinger Bands neutral. You have not invalidated this buying candle here, but it's not the best to see a bearish engulfing candle, and especially with this formation here on the MACD histogram, where you were about to flip green. If sellers were able to hold 62k, then I think this will be a green bar, but not. So it's just not happening today, chat. I hope that you're enjoying this Schizo live stream mental breakdown stream. Just take it with a grain of salt. It's just to join you guys on this craziness of a market that's been going on for the past 6 months, and have some humor attached to this price action, which has been really hard to trade and try to predict. So, and also I want to show you guys this. So you have this parabolic regression here on the daily time frame. I don't like parabolas that much. I I think there's somewhat of a meme, you know. I mean, you could use them for somewhat for some guidance, but I wouldn't position myself regarding a parabolic, you know, advanced, in my opinion. So you do have that on the daily going on. If you actually flip it, I'll show you. Like, will you buy this, chat? If you saw something like this, you know, just a downtrend and coming into higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and somewhat of a parabolic here. Advanced. Oh, my bad. Wanna change the color, so will you buy this chart, chat? Will you? Because I don't know if I would. So yeah, that's just your inverted BTC since February, March. Maybe this will end up impulsing a little bit higher here, and eventually it'll break. This parabola will break eventually, but who knows when. And it just sucks to get this kind of price action when you have the monthly closing in 4 more days here. So now you're going for a bearish engulfing candle on the monthly and on the 2-month, chat. So look at this, like the monthly looked great on last week, and now you're going for a bearish engulfing, and the 2-month, it's also going for a bearish engulfing candle if we close like this. So that's an awful look, both on the monthly and on the 2-month. So yeah, it's just rough. And also, now that you're selling off, you're printing lower positive momentum here on the MACD histogram. So eventually you could have bearish divergence here. Not confirmed, but maybe like an argument here for sellers on the monthly, on the 2-month time frame. Because you have equal highs here, or maybe a slightly higher high and a lower high on the positive momentum. But I'm not going to take that into consideration because you need way more data in order to be sure. You know, you need lower and lower positive bars before having somewhat of a strong argument that this could turn into a bearish divergence. But it's just a shame when you have 4 days before the close of the 2-month on the monthly time frame. Market participants are deciding to go for bearish engulfing candles after a 5-month range, and there's a crappy price action that we've been on. So it's just rough, you know. I'm not calling it quits for now, but I do want to say that I think that we have gotten so many fake outs both to the upside and to the downside that I think that the next strong move might be the resolution one. Because let's think that, for example, I'll play the bullish scenario. Like we bounce tomorrow from the Nvidia earnings, whatever, and we start doing something like this, then maybe everyone's gonna be at 672K. Like, oh, this is gonna fail. I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna short this, or I'm gonna stay sideline it, and it's just the market's gonna continue higher because we have had so many fake outs to the upside that everyone's is a little bit complacent, not maybe having a breakout. And the same could go for the downside. If we get something like this, then maybe all of them is gonna be, oh, I'm just gonna hold, this is gonna bounce, you know, and maybe that's when they continue to trend lower. So not calling it quits, but I definitely think that the resolution might be coming soon. Especially how the weekly looks, you know, on the Bollinger Bands here. I'm gonna turn them on. So this could still be normal here, you know. This is still the August playbook for the Bollinger Bands, because you did have some kind of noise and fuckery down here close to the lower bands before the strong breakout and this volatility compression. So you stay compressed for a few weeks. So that could still be going on here on the weekly, you know, that you stay compressed between a few weeks before the big volatility expansion. But I think that that expansion is coming rather sooner than later, and also the 9 day could be a good signal that that might be coming up soon too, because you just you're just really compressed here on the 9 day time frame here on the Bollinger Bands. You do have a bullish engulfing on the previous 9 day close, so we'll see in 3 more days on Friday actually if it's gonna close with an invalidation to this bullish engulfing, or if we actually will close with a follow through to that compression, because I think that this compression on the 9 day is pretty significant, and I think that eventually will lead to the next expansion of the Bollinger Bands here, whether we go up or we go down. So that's the beauty of the markets, you know. You cannot tell what's gonna happen, but yeah, I'll go back to the daily now. Just wanted to rant for a while what's going on, also not just on the daily, and I think that the 3 day it's pretty significant, since you'll be having that close in just 12 more minutes with a bearish engulfing and another lower high regarding the previous high, which was also a lower high regarding the previous high, which was also a lower high regarding the previous high. So man, will the sellers give us some room here for us to pump ever again? I hope they do. I hope they do. So on the daily, you're down 5%. You're below 60K again. You're above here, this critical inflection zone of 58K. You just bounced out of it. You caught some bets down here. You're just in the middle between these strong inflection zones from 2021. You'll see here this complacency shoulder top, and ultimately this ultimate top from April 2021. You're right in between these two levels. So yeah, you rejected 64K, 65K, and market participants really rock pulled it today on the last couple of hours also. So heading into the daily close, it's when you caught the most volatility. Let me know, guys, if you actually like the thumbnail, because been getting some good comments on it on the Discord. So if you like the thumbnail, let me know. So that's your BTC going for the lowest daily candle close since March 20, losing that positive momentum on the MACD histogram, losing the 50 on the RSI or the 56. So not much to say. But I do have something to say in BTC against the SPX. You're down 5.2%, going for your lowest daily candle close since August 20 also. But you do have a bearish edge here on the RSI. You have a hidden bearish divergence, just confirmed for now, because you're coming into range lows. And this is a continuation divergence into a downside. Let's see if it actually plays out. Not any divergence on the MACD whatsoever, but yeah, it's just sad, you know. We've been downtrending on the daily time frame and not being able to catch any kind of follow through for the past 6 months, because this was a great argument here for a lower high here, but doesn't seem like it's gonna hold now, right, chat? If you're doing this, you know, if this was just another lower high regarding this high, then it's pretty rough for this actually being held by market participants as a lower high. I guess we'll have Nvidia earnings tomorrow after sessions, and we also get jobless claims on Thursday. So we knew it's going to be a volatile week, and this is the volatility we're getting. Bitcoin dominance is down 0.1%, sadly, on a red day. Maybe this is a confirmation top regarding this impulse here, somewhat of a lower high. And I talked about this structure yesterday, that I'm not a fan of having this kind of consolidation here and then going for another impulse. It usually turns out to be just a confirmation top, like you might be seeing today. like what happened here on BTC here. It looks pretty similar on June 6th, you know. If you look at Bitcoin dominance doing something similar to what happened there. And also here, I mean, it's more similar to here, but also on the previous cycle around, oh my bad, in November, this was actually a slightly higher high, but you can see also that they went for a parabolic advance, then a last long in consolidation into a slightly higher high, and then ultimately they reversed the whole impulse. So too soon to be confirmed here on Bitcoin dominance, but if it starts dropping into the consolidation range back again, then I think that you will be in good shape for maybe some kind of retrace on this impulse on Bitcoin dominance. You're still above the 57.2% here, this critical inflection zone from the previous cycle. So you need to lose that in order to get excited about positive momentum. I mean, positive momentum for altcoin outperformance. You're losing that negative momentum in the MACD histogram still, and you're at the 58 point level on the RSI. So you're just rejecting the bullish control zone here on the RSI. So bulls will need to do a better job on pumping Bitcoin dominance in the short-term future. Talking about dominance, let's go check out USDT dominance, which is up 5.5%. Man, this bullish engulfing candle really did us dirty on Sunday. We talked about this fall through yesterday, and now a big spring candle going for your highest daily candle close here on Bitcoin dominance since August 15, since this lower high was manufactured. And what you want to see here is just to create another lower high. If it's not against this high, hopefully it's against this this massive high here, for getting more confident on maybe being risk on in crypto, because this setup here, this accumulation setup, this 3 rising valleys could still be valid if this is actually just another higher low regarding the previous low. This is an untouched uptrend. You've been putting higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high, and then possibly a higher low. You're selling off against 5.8%. This is a strong inflection zone from the from 2022 actually. So that could be a good signal that you're finding somewhat resistance above us. But man, I think sellers will need to do a better job here on dropping USDT dominance lower. You're losing that negative momentum on the MACD histogram. You just reclaimed the 50 point level on the RSI. You're at the 58, so you're coming closer to the 60 point area here, the bullish control zone. So for the sake of my mental health, chat, and for the sake of my bags, that I did risk it some today in the morning, I do have to let you know. But it's just like a short-term trade. It's not like I'm thinking that's over. It's just me being cautious when I see stuff that I don't like in the markets. But for the sake of my other remaining bags and the sake of my channel, we need BTC to go up, man. We really do. Don't you agree, chat? And what also was giving me somewhat of a bad vibe here on BTC was that this impulse here, that you had this big consolidation and you just impulse it up, you know, create a higher high, and you immediately came back down. It reminded me, I know it's funny and it doesn't have the same amount of data, but if you go to dimension here on the top, kind of gave me this kind of vibes, you know, like you had this impulse, you know, this consolidation for a few days, and then you created this impulse up like a slightly higher high, and then you immediately starting reversing the impulse, and look what they did, child. They just nuke it. And I think Zero did something similar a few months ago. In here, you just had like this this big amount of consolidation here, you know, like 10 days plus consolidation before resistance, then a strong impulse on one candle, you know, just like BTC did, and then they couldn't hold the price action, and they just reverted it. So that was giving me somewhat of a bad vibe on BTC today. Um, just take it with a grain of salt because this is just like a gut feeling. And us traders don't trade on gut feeling. We trade on data and technical analysis. And as for now, if BTC holds 58K here, you're all good in my opinion. If you're holding 58.5 to 57.4K, I think everything's fine and dandy on BTC. We'll get that the monthly close. It'll be on a Saturday, I think. So we'll see what happens to that monthly and 2 month close, which are very important in my opinion. Actually, let's take a look to the 3-day on USDT dominance because this is also closing today. So you're going for a bullish engulfing candle on the 3-day, the highest 3-day close since August 13. You're printing strong positive momentum once again. So this is the opposite to what's going on BTC here, chat. This was supposed to be a red candle, you know, to confirm this triple bullish divergence here on the MACD histogram. It's pretty clear. You see here, each high has had like a lower positive momentum bar and a higher high on price. So man, I think that the next 3-day close will be really telling. If they start printing positive momentum, a strong positive momentum once again, then maybe who knows where it's gonna stop. And if you just print another lower positive momentum bar here again, then you might finally be coming into a negative momentum zone on the 3-day and confirm this triple bearish divergence plus a distribution of this positive momentum here on the MACD histogram on the 3-day chart. So yeah, just crappy price action, chat, but don't give up as for now. Because you are on a turbulent week and we're going into rate cuts in September. We have a strong setup on the 6 month that hasn't been invalidated. So yeah. So Ethereum's down 8.2% on the day, going for your lowest daily candle close since August 7, losing that positive momentum on the MACD histogram. You don't have any kind of divergence. You just have bearish confluence. You're at the 35-point level in the RSIs. Look at the rejection here at the 50-point level. Just brought Ethereum back into the bearish control zone. Not great. You're also losing $2,542. This strong inflection zone from history, you'll see, was manufactured on April 15 and regarded both as support and as resistance throughout history. So your next logical target for a support is $2,332. Down here, you're currently 5% away from your next logical target on Ethereum. You're underperforming both BTC and Solana today. Solana's down 6.4%, coming back into this eternal range here that I don't think is showing that much of an edge anymore. So this goes out of the window. I like looking more at horizontal levels, and the only discernible thing that I can look at here on Solana, this is just a lower high regarding this high. So it's somewhat concerning, chat, to see a strong market leader like Sol show signs of weakness when you get lower highs than previous highs, which is ultimately a sign that less market participants are on Sol USD than before, and that could lead into lower prices since you have less people here. I saw some people calling for 122, 125 again as a support, and then a strong bounce. I don't know. This support here has been tested so many times since it was manufactured. And it also comes back down. It comes back from the 2022 here impulse, and also it's been regarded to the T this cycle on going from December of last year going forward. So once the support gets tested so many times, then it'll come a point in time that's not gonna hold. You know, Chad. Like the more times a support is tested, the more times a resistance tested, then you have less odds of it holding. So man, and I don't have any kind of edge here. This inverse head and shoulders just didn't have the greatest performance of all. But you do have a hidden bearish divergence here, just like Bitcoin against the SPX here. What is this? Oh, I don't know. Looks kind of funny there. So you do have a hidden bearish divergence here on Sol USD, where you have a higher high on the RSI and a lower high on price, which is a bearish continuation edge on the oscillators. So the daily just closed. Let's take a look at the daily here on BTC. So lowest daily candle close since August 20 confirmed. You had a daily candle below the hard line of this long-lasting descending range. We talked about this candle being possibly a bullish backtest on Thursday of last week, and it actually did. Look at the performance of it. Actually pumped from it. So now sellers are sending BTC lower than this hard line, so cannot be that excited of being below that level. Let's talk about ETH BTC and Sol BTC. So Sol ETH BTC closed on a minus 3.1% candle, lowest daily candle close on ETH BTC since April 20, 2021 on ETH BTC. So just like we said, we were waiting for a higher low, never came. I cannot be excited about ETH BTC before I see a discernible higher low on the chart. Maybe they do it here regarding this high. Could be, anything's possible. But until I don't see it, I think price might be coming down all the way into 3,700 to 3,600 sats here. There's this resistance level that has never been regarded as support. I mean, you could argue it was regarded as support here in 2017, but it hasn't been regarded as support ever since. So that might be a good reaction area for ETH BTC if they continue to sell it off. You do have this hidden bearish divergence here on the MACD histogram. You actually lost positive momentum once again, and if you close red today, you will be printing the first negative momentum bar on the MACD histogram since August 12th, and you will be confirming this hidden bearish divergence here on the MACD, where you don't have it on the RSI. By the way, on the RSI you just have bearish confluence, a bear trend with a bearish price action on price and on the RSI. So yeah, let's take a look at the 3-day too, because why not? So the 3-day lowest 3-day close since April 16th, 2021. Printing strong negative momentum once again on the MACD histogram. You're at the 30-point level of the RSI, man. So you're really close to being oversold. You're deep within the bearish control zone. So yeah, this can stay down here a while. I need to see a higher low before being confident on a market structure break on this long-term downtrend on ETH BTC. Sol ETH. Let's see what's going on Sol ETH. What happened today on Solana against BTC? So Solana against BTC closed red today with a bearish engulfing candle. Actually, it closed down 1.2% to 1.1%. Man, it's just it was a strong positive momentum bar for now on the MACD histogram. You're at the 50-point level on the RSI, so you're neutral. This big drawing is coming from that weekly, this weekly setup. Let's see if it gets confirmed in a few more setups. This will be an inverse head and shoulders, so it will be a reversal pattern on the MACD histogram for Sol BTC on the weekly time frame, which if it gets confirmed and actually plays out, it would imply that Sol BTC outperformance might be coming back soon. But 5 more days still to that weekly close, so we'll have to be patient on this time around, chat. So that's your daily on Sol BTC, and your 3-day just closed red, a nothing burger candle. You had a bullish engulfing candle on the previous 3-day close, but you didn't catch any follow through. As for now on Sol BTC, you are above here this inflection zone from history, this 23,800 level here, sad value area. So we'll see. Pretty neutral on the Bollinger Bands, and a nothing burger candle on the 3 days. So nothing that I can be too vocal about it, because not much that I can say. But this might start to look like a lower high regarding this high, and that's not a great sign for being bullish on Sol BTC. And talking about Sol ETH. Let's check out Sol ETH. What did it do today? So close on a green day. Actually, a 2% gain for Solana against Ethereum. You're above this inflection zone from history. You just did the highest low of this entire uptrend and used this level here, this 5,417 level, formerly resistance. You used it for the first time as support. So interesting development on Sol ETH, and it's just a shame that this performance has been on the market trending lower, because it could have been really good for Solana price action. All right. So that's your Sol ETH, going for your highest daily candle close since August 9. But we're on Bitcoin world right now, chat. We're deeply correlated to whatever Bitcoin does. Altcoins have not been able to catch a bit, especially with what Bitcoin has been doing. It's just it's a shame, man. Maybe after the rate cuts, we'll get better chances for an altcoin season, and that's like 22 days away. If the Fed actually cuts rates, which is what the market is expecting, and I think that might be what happens. But who knows? Who knows? September 18, next FOMC meeting. Mark it on your calendars, chat. So let's talk about this setup on Dimension, because why not? We took a look at it yesterday and the day before. So you had this Bollinger Band compression here. You failed to had a sustained breakout. You came back inside of the bands, and then you just dumped like 10% into the mid-range here of this Bollinger Band. So this might be, if buyers are gonna sustain this uptrend, this will be a great area for it to bounce. You have a higher low here regarding the previous low, and maybe this will turn into 3 rising valleys pattern, like an accumulation pattern. We have a low, a higher high regarding the previous high. So all you need here is just for them to create a higher low regarding this low, and it would imply a short-term accumulation on Dimension. But I just wanted to show you, like, whenever like a Bollinger Band squeeze fails to have a breakout, they usually mean reverted. Like the same happened here with layer zero. Look at the squeeze, here, and when we had this 3-day close, this daily close back inside of the bands, it was an offloading signal for me, in my opinion. The 3-day close, nothing burger, just couldn't have a bearish engulfing here on 0. And they mentioned did not have a bearish engulfing either. So maybe that's good, you know. Maybe they hold it. Um, Actually, they mentioned close on the 3-day on the hard line here on this EMA of this Bollinger Bands to a T. So interesting. And if you go to the BTC pair on the 3-day, look how squeezed this Bollinger Bands are still are. So this is gonna have a resolution to one side of the other, and it'll have a Bollinger Bands expansion. So that's why I'm still keeping an eye on this this setups chat, because I think this eventually will have a Bollinger Band expansion. Maybe it takes a while, you know. Maybe they expand it for some time. Price does something like this, who knows? And then maybe you get something like that, you know. But I'm gonna keep an eye on it, because I think resolution will come eventually, both on dimension and on zero. Let's take a look at others against BTC, because it was looking fantastic on the 3-day. But maybe, just maybe, chat, look what they did. Came back inside of this supply line. Sellers were unable to have a bearish engulfing, so this bullish engulfing is still valid from August 19. But that's not kind of the follow through that you want to see, where you have a massive bullish harmonic here with a type 2 return, plus a triple bullish divergence here. You're building strong positive momentum still, but you're not catching too much follow through. So maybe they'll go for a type 2 to a type 3 return, and then maybe if it holds, could be a nice bidding area. I talk about this potentially being back tested when this was developed, so I'm not too surprised at all. Maybe altcoins against BTC need a little bit more of time. And the Bollinger Bands just look neutral. You know, you rejected this area here, this mid-range, again, and for the first time since May 27. So it's just not great. Not great, chat. What else? By the way, chat, if you want me to look at any ticker, just let me know now, so you can take some time for it to check it out. I'm gonna go to my altcoin watch list. So let's see how memes are doing against utility. So it closed on a red day, down, let's see, down 2%. And maybe this just turns out to be a lower high regarding this previous high, with a hidden bearish divergence that's massive here. If you can see it, you have a lower high in price and a higher high on the MACD histogram, both on the RSI and the MACD histogram. Actually, no, my bad. I didn't take into account that candle. You just actually have it on the MACD histogram. You don't have it, I think. Yeah, no, I was correct. You do have it on both oscillators. So my bad, chat. So what this is implying on the daily time frames, that potentially seller continuation on memes against utility. So utility it's being signaled that it'll outperform memes in the coming weeks. Apparently, you're losing that negative momentum on the MACD histogram though on the 3-day. Let's see if you catch any follow through. So let's see what Tron did today. Oh man, look at the 3-day close. Man, that looks ugly. Looks like a bearish hammer, somewhat like of a gravestone doji. Not quite, because you do have like a somewhat of a body here, but not the best, especially against a strong inflection zone here from the previous cycle. The highest 3-day close here on Tron. Oh my, man. On the 3-day, you're still about 71 level on the RSI. So, yeah, and on the daily, lowest daily candle close on Tron since August 22nd. You're losing that positive momentum on the MACD histogram. You're below 70 on the RSI, so you just left overbought, and you're still at 64 point level, which is bullish control zone. But look at the 3-day here, chat. Man, that is a bad look. Not saying it's gonna immediately reverse, but yikes. Personally, I will be careful on Tron going forward. And you did have this bearish divergence here on the RSI. You have a higher high in price and a lower high here on the oscillator. So Tron got sold off too today. Closed the day on 2.3% loss. It did outperform almost all of the majors. You know, it outperformed BTC, Solana, BNB. I mean, Ethereum today. Talking about BNB, let's take a look at what BNB did today. So down 2.6%. Also outperformed most of the majors, man, like Ethereum, Solana, BTC, XRP. I think XRP was green on some point today, but ultimately closed on a minus 3.6% loss. Building strong positive momentum once again. And on the 3-day, because why not? Bearish engulfing candle. You're losing that positive momentum. 51 point level on the RSI, so that's neutral, but you do have a bearish engulfing here on the 3-day for XRP. So get wrecked, XRP, I guess. What else? Let's take a look at some memes, because why not? Pepe, bearish engulfing candle on the 3-day, still printing negative momentum. Rejection out of this area here, potentially another low regarding this previous low. And this could turn into a 3 falling peaks classic distribution pattern on Pepe here. It's not what you want to see on a strong market leader like Pepe. You know, you have 3 discernible highs, each one being lower than the previous one, and you have a lower low here. So if this looked like this, you know, you're up against resistance, but you do have an argument for buyers here. Possibly, you know, this will be your breakout line. If you break above here, then you're looking at let's see. It's 100 to 190 to 100% measure move target on this accumulation pattern on Pepe, like this distribution, 3 falling peaks. So this just sucks to see, you know, former market leaders just start to look bearish, because it makes me a little bit bearish on the market overall, you know. But maybe nature's healing, you know. It's crazy to have like this kind of setups while BTC is still somewhat close to 60K, you know, 59.2%. It's not that bad. But the altcoins are just getting wrecked, man. That's the thing. Sui has been also an outperformance lately, but look at this confirmation high, lower high regarding the previous high. Also closed against resistance once again, man. This inflection zone that was regarded as support this cycle too. I mean this year too, because this year, I mean this coin is from last year. So it barely has like a year, maybe a year and a couple of months on the market. But this is not a great look here on Sui. If you flip it, like you have an argument here for a potential double bottom here. If you close, if buyers here are able to push Sui's price above 80 cents with a daily candle close, then you would have a confirmed double bottom on SUI. Man, good thing that I was expecting to have this mental stream today, because the price has been mental, that's for sure. I don't know if you're able to tell that I have some smoke going on here on the screen. Maybe I'll keep the outfit until market price becomes good, you know. BTC is down 0.4% on the fresh day. Let's take a look at some other stuff, because why not? Let's take a look at total. I haven't looked at total in a while. Look at this rejection here, chat. My God, man. This looks so bearish. This looked like a seller's controlled market, you know? Lower highs, lower highs, lower lows, lower lows, lower highs. When market structure break to the upside. No kind of bearish divergence on the MACD, on the daily. Let's take a look at the 3 days. So the 3-day close on the bearish engulfing candle, your lowest 3-day close since August 16. Building strong positive momentum once again. So the same as with BTC, you know, you have this triple bullish divergence. They could have flipped this green, you know. It was green on some point, but then the sell-off started. This bar flipped red. We're not able to confirm this triple divergence as for now. I guess we'll see on the next 3-day close on Friday. I'll be going live to let you guys know, but I wouldn't like this becoming negative momentum once again, because who knows what this could turn to be, you know? Like, you have an argument here for buyers. This is a good argument. Let the buyers come in and take it, you know? And if they don't, this could turn out to be just a bad thing. You're below 2.1 trillion, below 2.2 trillion. This inflection zones from history. This complacency shoulder from 2022. Just used it as resistance. You're above the 2 trillion level, psychological and technical level too. But man, look at this bleed. Like the whole bull market lasted, bro, 155 days. I think it's less, but could have been 155 days. Let's see. So yeah, 150 days, and we've been consolidating for 168 days. Oh man, if you look at total like this looks like death, man. You have a macro lower high regarding the previous cycle high. Do you know what this? Hopefully they take out this high and we go up and this is all a bad dream. But you know what this reminds me of? I'll show you, chat. No, it's on ETH BTC. Reminds me of this. Like if we are somewhere here or here on total, you know? Because you have a parabolic impulse into range highs, you know? But you were not able to take out or even rival this highs. And you're slowly but surely selling off. Just like you're doing here. Maybe this is what's coming. Hopefully it's not. If that's actually coming, then we're cooked. We're cooked, chat. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Your next support area for total will be 1.8 to 1.75 trillion down here. If actually 2 trillion doesn't hold. But we'll wait for the miracle, chat, for the sake of your Pitbox streamer. Total 3. Also, garbage. Man, look at... What if we're like doing something like this, you know? Like an echo bubble type of thing. And they'll take it to range lows again. I think this is not news, you know, on the crypto markets. I think that everyone has been thinking about this possibility and being afraid of. It's not like I'm the first guy to say it. But hopefully we just bounce somewhere around here, you know. Use this area of support. And go into prices we haven't even imagined yet on total 3. Because on the 3-day, just did a bearish engulfing candle, another lower high regarding the previous high, regarding the previous high, regarding the previous high. So you have 1, 2, 3 lower highs and 2 lower lows. This is a lower low regarding this low, and this was a lower low regarding this low. So this is a seller's market, chat. For now. I know everyone's cautious to say that this is a seller's market because BTC can turn around things pretty quick. Like in a day or two, things can change dramatically. But for now, given the recent data, this is a seller's market. And my stream couldn't be more data dependent. Like I'm the most data dependent guy ever because I do TA for my trading. So I'm not going to be like, I don't know, speculating about this being a reversal. I'm not going to be looking at Mercury or any other astrology, whatever. I've done it in the past and it hasn't worked out for me. So for now, all I'm seeing is lower lows and lower highs. Sadly, this is pathetic, chat. Pathetic. Only thing that's been up has been USDT dominance and Bitcoin dominance. Oh man. Okay, what else? Oh my god. This 3-day close on Ondo, the lowest 3-day close on Ondo since March 16. Bearish engulfing candle. You're losing the 70-cent area, this inflection zone. You're printing negative momentum, but you're not building it as for now on the 3-day. And you're at the 37-point level on the RSI, so you're in the bearish control zone. Let's take a look at some other 3-day closes, because why not? It's Doge, 3-day, bearish engulfing candle, rejecting a strong inflection zone from the previous cycle. Another lower high regarding the previous high. Pathetic. Give me more data. Give me higher lows and higher highs, chat, and I'll be the most bullish YouTuber you've ever seen. But until then, just gonna call it as it is. Look at Injective. My God, man. INJ Injective here. Look at this rejection to this inflection zone from the previous cycle around, you know, 3-day close. You have selling off from this area from 21 to 22 bucks. We know how real this area is, chat. Look at the rejection with another lower high and a bearish engulfing candle on the 3-day. My God, rejecting once again, deviating above this selling supply line. losing that positive momentum on the MACD histogram. This bullish divergence on the MACD histogram. You have bulls and buyers had an argument here, but nothing happened. They were not able to create any kind of a positive price action for INJ. My God, 43-point level on the RSI. Let's take a look at some other S coins. Jupiter. So Jupiter failed to have a bearish engulfing candle. That's a little bit more decent. So this bullish engulfing from August 19 is still valid. But the sad news is that you're losing the 87 cent area and you're potentially putting another lower high in the chart. As you can see here, chat, most of the altcoins look pretty similar. If you think that BTC looks bad, man, look at how the altcoins look. I don't even know what's gonna happen with the altcoins if actually BTC rug pulls from here. I don't even want to entertain that scenario because I'm guessing some of them might even go to zero, like what Luna did, you know? Like systemic risk all over again on crypto. My God. Did it look at the 3-day close? Yeah, on Sol BTC. Bullish engulfing still valid. Looks better than most of the other altcoins, to be honest. Sui BTC. Yeah, you're in support for now, although you are against resistance on the USD pair. Say, let's take a look at Say, because Say was doing things. So Say didn't have a bearish engulfing on the 3 days. So this bullish engulfing on the 3-day from August 19 is still valid. You're still printing strong positive momentum on the MACD histogram. 44 points on the RSI, so neutral. But the sad thing is that this could eventually turn out to be another lower high regarding this lower high, regarding this lower high, regarding this lower high. So when market structure break, chat, when will they do it? My God. Bitcoin against the SPX on the 3-day, bearish engulfing. Failed to confirm that bullish divergence here. At least here it's a double bullish divergence, not a triple one like the USD pair has. So actually BTC looks worse against the SPX rather than the US dollar. Bro. I'm getting a vibe. The resolution might come next within this next couple of weeks. Praying that's gonna be to the upside, chat. All I can do now is pray. CHR failed to hold this resistance here at 22 to 23 cents area. Very much real level. Fell back inside of this supply line. Gross. Some AI coins were doing great. Actually, Fed closed green on the 3-day. Small doji candle here. Somewhat of an indecision candle up here. Still a lower high regarding the previous high though. Printing strong positive momentum on the MACD histogram at the 50-point level on the RSI. So actually the AI coins, I think they look better than most. RLC doesn't look as good as Fed though. Bearish engulfing candle, another lower high regarding the previous high. What else can I look at, chat? Everything's just bad. Let's take a look at Aave, because Aave was doing things before. So on the 3 day, just a regular pullback. We talked about this live on stream. Terry was asking about Ave. I said that you came into resistance, $140, and you had a rejection. And more likely than not, you'll be coming down to $112. So your next support on Ave might be about 5% away, building negative momentum for the first time on the MACD histogram since August 14. You're in the 51 level on the RSI, so you're neutral. But this is also a lower high regarding this previous high. It's not as bad as the other altcoins here in the structure because you have a higher high regarding this high. So maybe this will turn out to be a high low at around the 112 area, and this will be fine and dandy uptrend. And on the 3 day, yeah, just not much to say. Losing that positive momentum in the MACD, and you just lost the 60 point area, the bullish control zone on the RSI and Abe. So it's quite something to see, honestly, Chad. When you have like such a seller's control market, you have some pockets about performance. For example, some AI coins, Aave and whatnot. Sui for just 2 weeks, Tron for 2 weeks, and then they just couple back into the rest of the market. So hopefully we get better market conditions tomorrow because today was pretty bad. Maybe we'll get a green day tomorrow on BTC. That would be cool. But man, this whole thing has just been so bad price action. Futures traders have been liquidated both ways countless times. Hodlers have been nuked, on their altcoins if they've been holding altcoins. Anything but holding Solana or BTC, everyone's down. If you've been trading perps, you're down. It's just been a nightmare. And look how long they have like kept BTC above here, This wasn't so long of a range here. This was just 95 days, a little bit less. In this case around was only 30 days. And now you're on range highs for 170 days or so, chat. So hold on in there. Don't lose your mind like your favorite YouTuber. If you enjoyed this mental stream, please let me know. Leave me a comment. Push the like button on your way out. Subscribe. Turn on notifications so you know when I'm going live. I appreciate you guys tuning in today on unfavorable market conditions. Hopefully, I'll have better data to show you tomorrow, more positive data. But yeah, just be careful. Thanks for tuning in, and everyone have a good night.